Yo, what is going on, guys? Winner Kills here, and welcome to the fourth and final round of our Heart of the Underdog tournament that our locals hosted the other week, where we basically are playing in a rogue tournament here. We did have a list of cards that were banned for this, in addition to the current forbidden and limited list, as well as some archetypes that were not allowed. Of course, rogue tournament, we're not going to have Spright and Tear allowed in the tournament because that's just how these types of tournaments operate. I hope you guys have enjoyed the last couple features of this format. We will be getting back to advanced standard format over the next couple of weeks, and yeah, let's hop right into this. We have Ishizu Libromancer versus Vernuslyph Madolche. So let's see how this one pans out. So we're going to see our Madolche player here by normal summoning Madolche Angeli, activating its effect to tribute it to special summon a Madolche monster from the deck. And if you do, it cannot be destroyed by battle, but shuffle it into the deck during the end phase. We're going to see him summon out Petting Cessor, or Petting Cessor. If this card is special summon, you can summon a Madolche monster from your deck. And if you do, reduce its level by 1. So we're going to see him go ahead and summon out the Pudding Cess, which is now a level 4. And then we're going to see him overlay into the, I think this is, what is this, Glass Souffle? Yeah, Madolche Teacher Glass Souffle. 2 level 4 Madolche monsters. I want you to detach a material and then target one Madolche monster in the field. This turn, that face of monster is unaffected by monster effects except its own. So from there, we're just going to see him Ixies change into the Chocolate a la mode. And I'm also assuming that the Glass Souffle effect was used to get an extra name into the graveyard for plays that we'll see later on. But he'll use the Chocolate a la mode effect, targeting one engraved to shuffle it back into the deck. And then you'll use the other trigger effect of Chocolate a la mode. When something is shuffled back into the deck, a Madolche card is shuffled back in. You can summon a Madolche monster from the deck in either face-up attack position or face-down defense position. So he's going to summon out Hoot Cake. And then Hoot Cake effect to go ahead and banish the Petting Cessor, to go ahead and summon a Madolche monster from the deck except itself. He's going to go for Messengelato. And then Messengelato says when this card is special summon, you can add a Madolche spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So we'll go ahead and grab, I believe that is the field spell, Chateau. Then we're going to see him link into the Fresh Sistart, activating the field spell, which upon activation will shuffle all the Madolche monsters in the grave back into the deck, which will trigger the Chocolate a la mode again. And it still has Pudding Cess as material, so I'll be able to detach and special summon another Madolche monster, because that effect is not a once per turn, just so long as you have Madolche Pudding Cess as material and a Madolche shuffled into the deck from the graveyard. You can go ahead and special. So we're just going to see him summon out another copy of Messengelato. And this is also not a once per turn effect. So he could get another effect to search a Madolche spell or trap here. But it looks like we're not going to see that happen. So we're just going to see him pass turn there, it looks like. And Fresh Sistart also has an effect too. It says while this card points to Madolche monster, Madolche spell traps you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, now the player can target them with card effects. If this card on the field will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can shuffle one Madolche monster from your graveyard into the deck instead. So we're going to see our Libromancer player here lead with E-Telly into the Geek Boy. Geek Boy effect will attempt to activate where it will be hit with Ash Blossom. And I do want to pull up some of the Libromancer cards as well. It's been a little while since this deck has been in the meta, back when it was a Scythe Turbo deck. Don't really miss that, I gotta say. And Artifact Sanctum, well, Artifact Sanctum wasn't banned for this event, but Artifact Scythe was. Which is almost how it should be in real life, so. Looks like our Libromancer player, though, will follow up the E-Telly line into Pot of Prosperity. Trying to dig into some extenders. I know I saw Diviner in the hand. I'm pretty sure I saw Keldo, and I can't remember the other cards that I saw. I know obviously E-Telly and Pot were cards among those. So 2 other cards in hand that are technically, well, I'm not sure what they are at the moment. But he's going to go ahead and reveal an E-Telly, a Preparation of Rites, Infinite Impermanence, Pot of Prosperity, Ash, and Cyber Angel Benten. So it looks like he has Magician's Souls as well. Magician's Souls, Diviner, Keldo, and one other card there, I can't tell what it is. It looks like he's taking Prep. Put those cards back to the bottom. Not that it really matters, because the deck's going to get shuffled again here in just a minute. So we're going to go ahead and search for a level 7 or lower ritual. It's going to be Cyber Angel Ben 10. Which, I mean, you could argue that he could have just grabbed the Ben 10 immediately and then, like, save prep and deck as, like, a good top deck later to recycle ritual spells. Which, now that I think of it, does Libromancer actually have a ritual spell? I know he can use the field spell, but it actually does have a ritual spell, the Libromancer Bonded, which I don't even know if it's played, actually, in this version of the deck. I know very little about Libromancer, so we will see him commit the normal summon here of Diviner, and it looks like Diviner will be hit with Effect Veiler on summon, since I believe Diviner might send his cost, so you do want to hit it immediately with something like Effect Veiler. Otherwise you can just dump Herald of the Arclight for free, which is in his extra deck alongside Intis. And Messengelato being changed to attack position, which I think it has to be actually summoned in attack position because of the Chocolate a la mode. You either can summon it in face down defense or face up attack, so just correcting that there. So you will see him use Magician Souls. That's going to go ahead and dump the Illusion of Chaos to the graveyard. It's been such a long time since we've seen this engine being used. Cool to see it popping up here in a Rogue tournament. But Diviner still is a level 2 tuner, which I guess can pair with maybe the Geek Boy for a Synchro 5, but honestly I don't even know what Synchro 5 we're going for. Does have Keldo, which isn't doing too much because I believe that needs an Earth Fairy. So we're going to see him link into, I think that was IP Masquerena, and then immediately into Nightmare Unicorn. I cannot tell what that last card in hand is there. It's the Ben 10, the Keldo, and one other card. I'm going to assume it's like a Libromancer monster or something. Now he could use the Unicorn here. He's going to go ahead and discard Keldo, and Keldo is going to, well, Unicorn is going to shuffle back the fresh Sistart. Putting Keldo into the grave is kind of awful, honestly, against Madolche. Really bad, actually, because their stuff just wants to be shuffled back into the deck anyways. And because the Madolche Chateau is in play, I believe any Madolche monsters that would be shuffled back into the deck are returned to the hand instead. So, yeah, once that Unicorn attacks over the Messengelato, it'll just go right back to the hand, which is kind of broken, honestly. We're going to see our Madolche player start his turn by normal summoning Angeli, and our Libromancer player has seen enough there, and we are on to a game 2. And as they get started, I'd like to remind you guys, check out one of the lovely sponsors of this channel, which is Imperium Duelist. Check them out at the link below. You can use my discount code WinnerKills10 off at checkout to save 10% off your entire order on some of their amazing binders, playmats, deck boxes, sleeves, and more. Definitely check them out if you haven't already. And also don't forget to use my TCG Player affiliate link if you're doing any holiday shopping on TCG Player for yourself or for friends or family. Definitely use my affiliate link. If you guys use it, a small bit of the revenue from your purchase will go right back to the channel. Helps out a ton, no extra cost to you guys. And feel free to use my affiliate link to the Coldest Water as well if you guys are buying anything on their site. So definitely check them out at the link below as well. So we're going to see our Libromancer player here lead with Illusion of Chaos, adding Magician Souls, and a Droll and Lockbird immediately following that play. He does have triple tactics, though, and I can only imagine, yep, this is, of course, going to look at his opponent's hand, revealing that he has Ash, Veiler, Imperm, 4 hand traps, and a Vernuslyph monster, which is going to be put back into the deck, which, I mean, is the only real form of engine in the hand. Now, he could still use the Magician Souls, revealing to his opponent that the card that was put back was the Illusion, which I guess the mind games don't really matter too much here, unless you're playing more than one copy of Illusion. But obviously cannot use the effect to draw. I was going to say normal summon hand trap. What are we going for? Hulk here? You get normal summon hand trap and synchro for Herald of the Arclight, which honestly, against the Vernuslyph engine would be kind of nice, but we know that Imperm's in hand, and he does draw another Vernuslyph monster, actually. So he's going to go ahead and activate it. I'm just going to pull up the Vernuslyph cards. And I believe he is activating the Thawing Mountains. You can discard this card and one monster, a Vernuslyph card, draw one card, then you can special summon one Earth monster from your graveyard. So That effect is going to get hit with Ash. Pretty decent card, being able to turn any hand trap basically into just draw one here at this point, and a body. Not terrible. We're going to see our Libromancer player, though, start their turn with Magician Souls, getting rid of Prep, drawing one, activating Prep, and I think he drew into Prep off of that, which is hilarious. Activates the Prep gets ashed, and still really don't have any plays here outside just having Ben 10 in hand, and I think the other card in hand is the Libromancer level 6 Ritual. Or no. I think that might be... It's hard to tell from this angle. It might be the level 3 Fire one. But we're just going to see him pass turn there. And it looks like he's drawing Angeli for turn, which is huge. And no interruptions from our Libromancer player here. And this Angeli is about to put in a lot of work. So he's going to go ahead and summon out the Petting Sessur. That's going to bring out Pudding Cess, which level has been dropped down by 1. And we're just going to see him go into the Glass Souffle line, into Chocolate a la mode, into essentially full combo here. And this might just spell disaster for our Libromancer player. Unfortunately, not opening up well at all, either games 1 or game 2 here. And just the better top deck being had for our Madolche player. I think the deck probably just more of a solid pick for this type of tournament anyways. And right now it looks like he's just debating on whether or not he wants to use the detach effect here of the Glass Souffle. And it looks like he will choose not to. Just going to go ahead and rank right up into the Chocolate a la mode. Activating its effect to return one back to the deck. It's going to be the Angeli. Triggering its other effect, detaching the Petting Sessur. That's going to go ahead and spec Hoot Cake. Hoot Cake effect, go ahead and banish the Vernuslyph from the grave. Summon out the Messengelato. Crazy what one card gets you. Nice little one card combo from a deck that came out like probably, what, 8 years ago? Still kind of halfway decent in today's format, especially with the help of the Vernuslyph engine. Activates the field spell. Shuffling everything back. That's going to trigger the Chocolate a la mode again, bringing out another Messengelato. And this time he will use that effect again to search. This time for a Promenade, which I believe is basically just kind of like Imperm. Very solid card. We've also Madolche Salon is another good card that they can search, which is basically like a double summon kind of. To put it in a simple way. But he does have quite a few bodies on field right now. And you also have to remember that the Chateau is giving all Madolche monsters 500 attack boost, which is quite a bit. And the Magician's Souls has very, very little defense. I think it might actually just have 0. So we're going to see him swing in with everything, leaving him just at 800 life points. Main phase 2, go for another Glass Souffle, activate Glass Souffle effect. Go ahead and make it unaffected by the, I think, monster effects for the rest of the turn. And we're going to see him target 2 hand traps to go ahead and shuffle back in to the deck, because I believe that is what the that is what Glass Souffle says. You can detach and then target up to 2 cards in either graveyard and return them to the deck. I'm just going to pull the card up here to make sure. Detach material from this card, then target 1 Madolche monster on the field. This turn it's unaffected by monster effects, except its own. And then if a Madolche monster is sent to the graveyard, target 2, shuffle them back in. That'll trigger Chocolate a la mode, get another body. And yeah, looks like our Libromancer player has seen enough there, admitting defeat, jokingly showing the Cowboy there as the rank 4 that he could have gone to. But he might have been locked into Madolche's there, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that's going to do it for our Rogue tournament. Hope you guys enjoyed. And last but not least, a big shout out goes to our Divine level channel members who are Pony Start, Cadillacs84, Justino, HH Cyber, and Misfit. Thank you guys so much as always for your very kind and generous support of this channel.